Okay, welcome everyone to our latest webinar. This one is called, as it says on the slide there, the EV charger is only the tip of the iceberg. And I'd like to introduce Jen Smith, who will be taking you through the webinar today. She is the e-mobility segment and channel marketing manager from Schneider's Power Systems division. She's our subject matter expert for today. Just to let you know, the webinar is being recorded and will become available on our website in due course. And if you have any questions, please drop them into the Q&A section or the chat section of the of WebEx, and we'll pick those up at the end. So over to you, Jennifer.
Thank you very much, Will. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us for today's webinar on e-mobility. The EV charger is only the tip of the iceberg. So as Will has said, my name is Jennifer Smith, and I'm the e-mobility marketing manager at Schneider Electric, UK and Ireland. Schneider Electric provides energy automation and digital solutions for efficiency and sustainability. We are leading the digital transformation of energy management and automation in homes, buildings, data centers, infrastructures, and industries. Our purpose is to empower all to make the most of our energy and resources, bridging progress and sustainability for all. And our mission is to be your digital partner for sustainability and efficiency. We work with distributor network operators, the DNOs, independent connection providers, the ICPs, and connection point operators, the CPOs. So first of all, why e-mobility? Why is it relevant? I would like to play you this short video to introduce you to Martin and Katarina.
Meet Martin, a young homeowner. He's thinking about buying an electric vehicle, an EV, because of this. Now meet Katarina. She owns this building, but wants to upgrade it with efficient EV charging infrastructure, again, because of this. Martin and Katarina don't just need an EV charger. They need a complete solution that will keep costs under control and won't disrupt their energy supply or anyone's lifestyle. That's where we come in. Our eco-structure for e-mobility end-to-end solutions and services enables smart EV charging through digital innovation and the integration of renewables. So, Martin gets the convenience and reliability he's looking for and feels good that he's doing his part to build a better tomorrow. Meanwhile, Katarina gets easy energy management and a reputation for putting her occupants first. At Schneider Electric, we're working with all the Martins and Katarinas to bring the very best e-mobility solutions into the new electric world. Together, we're charging ahead on the road to net zero. And that's great news, because of this.
So hopefully you had sound on this video. So this video was basically explaining that we are doing this for the climate. We have all witnessed what global warming can do. We have a responsibility to make sure we preserve the planet and its resources for future generations, for our children and grandchildren. The burning of fossil fuels has increased the amount of CO2 by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. So we need to take action now. Sustainability is crucial for our planet and people's health. And back at COP21 in Paris, 195 countries pledged to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels. The United Kingdom has pledged to cut emissions by 78% by 2035, which is not that far away, and to be net zero by 2050. Governments are accelerating the journey to net zero mobility. And the UK is moving and legislating in favor of e-mobility. Some governments, including the UK, are banning ICE vehicles, and the sale of petrol and diesel cars will end in the UK by 2030. So it is very important that the infrastructure is in place to be ready for it. There are increasing investments from the environmental, social, and corporate ESG in clean energy, with renewables and electric transport being the key driver. So electricity is proven to be 3 to 5 times more efficient than other sources of energy, and it's also the best vector for decarbonization. If we continued as we were, CO2 emissions from the transportation sector alone would rise by 60% by 2050. Electricity is forecasted to grow from less than 1% to 49% of the transportation energy mix by 2050. That's why here at Schneider Electric, we are driving towards 100% electric mobility for more efficient, resilient, and sustainable net zero destination. And yes, it means a change of focus for companies and investment, but the cost of not changing, of not doing anything, is bigger than the investment in EV. There are some actions an organization can take to show their commitment to be carbon neutral and to the road to a carbon neutral world. For instance, being part of associations like EV100 by the Climate Group and ZETA, the Zero Emission Transportation Association. You become part of a group that influence policies and drive massive rollout of EV with real action plans in place to make electric vehicle more rapidly affordable for everyone. If we take EV100, for instance, it's a global initiative that brings together companies committed to switching their owned and contracted fleets up to 7.5 tons to electric vehicles and to installing charging infrastructure for employees and customers by 2030. But no one is questioning the need for infrastructure. It is a key element of making the rollout and the switch to EV successful. Deployment of appropriate infrastructure for both private and commercial vehicles would energize the uptake, would accelerate cars and fleet renewal, and would remove polluting units off the road. And e-mobility is much more than the EV chargers. So we like to look at it a bit like an iceberg. If you think about it, the concept of the iceberg is you see 20% of it above the surface of the water, but actually the biggest part of it, 80% of it, is hiding underneath the surface. And it's the same concept with electric vehicles. At the top of the surface, above the surface, you see the chargers. You have your app on your phone and your e-setup. But underneath, what makes it function, what makes it all work and be efficient, is having an energy strategy, having financing in place and regulations, having the right power infrastructure, and having the right energy procurement, having software to do analytics and give you real information and management tools. And also, obviously, software that ensure that your installation is cyber secure. If we look at it from a more linear approach, what you can see on this slide is that you have the first step, the auditing and consulting part of it, giving you the peace of mind and the best design suited to your needs. You have an energy strategy, guidance on planning, design, implementation, operating, and maintenance of your system. You also need a reliable, smart power infrastructure, providing you superior user experience with safe and resilient medium voltage and low voltage switchgear, metering, transformers, and smart circuit breakers. An energy and microgrid management to guarantee low energy consumption. You could add battery storage. Here you see on top of this building some solar panels. And e-mobility and renewable energy are hugely complementary. Also, essential, having software that forecasts when best to consume, when best to produce, when best to store or maybe sell your energy back. And as I've already mentioned, cybersecurity, having an infrastructure with integrated defense products. So as I've shown you with the iceberg concept, a lot of people think of e-mobility infrastructure as the EV chargers only. However, there is a lot more to consider before the chargers. First of all, the auditing and consultancy services. So what you must focus on is to identify your key challenges in relation to your electrical network to support EV charging, to assess your site's electrical infrastructure and electrical load capacity, to assess feasibility of your EV network plans and provide guidance on an appropriate EV solution, and to monitor load capacity to showcase energy usage fluctuation. So you have several options. You can have load management solutions, grid capacity, so apply for more electrical capacity through the DNOs, or you could have a microgrid solution with wind, solar, or battery storage energy. So looking at the big infrastructure behind it, you must implement or upgrade to a reliable and safe power infrastructure equipment. Here you can see various high voltage and medium voltage, low voltage solutions that make it possible to electrify transport. You can see a package substation, a smart low voltage feeder pillars. Flexibility is provided through standardized configuration. So you've got 33 kV substations, 11 kV unit substations, smart freestanding low voltage feeder pillars using a cloud-based software. Then you have your EV charger. So you can have AC, what we call slow to fast, 7 to 22 kilovolts, or DC chargers, 120, 150, or 180 kilovolts. So you have your chargers, highly reliable, flexible, sustainable, smart charging, optimizing energy use, maximizing uptime and efficiency, ensuring seamless user experience for not only the EV drivers, but also the installers, the operators. But the thing is, you can have the prettiest charger on the market. It's nothing if the whole system around it is not reliable or not connected, providing you with data and information. So what is crucial as well as the planning before implementing your reliable infrastructure is also the software that goes with it. So for instance, here we have EV Advisor. It's one of our cloud-based operation software that enables you to easily manage your infrastructure. It ensures optimum operation, it manages the energy costs, and review real-time performance data on one centralized dashboard. You can perform remote supervision and even intervention, and leverage features such as the pricing of your setup, load management, statistics, exports, and there is an EV driver app. Schneider Electric has an open platform and connect our existing software for e-mobility stack to third-party chargers and third-party software. And another one is Charging Expert. So you can have a static or a dynamic load management system.
We've all gotten used to the fact that electricity is always available, but in some situations, the availability can be quite limited. Often, properties' power supplies aren't designed for many electric vehicle charging stations. Since this hasn't been considered when building the system, installing new charging stations could result in exceeding electrical capacity. Traditionally, creating more electrical capacity has been a costly, laborious process. But now there's a solution. Introducing the EcoStruxure EV Charging Expert. The EcoStruxure EV Charging Expert is an intelligent load management system that limits electric vehicle charging power when needed, so that there is enough electricity for the whole property, including other uses. The maximum power available, including the local production for charging the vehicle, can be set to either a static or dynamic amount. EcoStruxure EV Charging Expert also automatically controls multiple parking areas, even if they are located at different sides of the building. The EcoStruxure EV Charging Expert, together with compatible EV-Link chargers, forms an intelligent charging network solution that optimally serves both the property and its users.
So there you have it. So intelligence software that gives you information about what your charging infrastructure is up to, but also enable you to be in charge of the operation of it through the changing the pricing of your charger usage, or also seeing the load management system as the latest videos explained, where you can have a static or a dynamic installation, where you can choose to lower the power or to prioritize a charger, and it just puts you in charge, and you have the power to make the right decisions. So in conclusion, reducing our carbon footprint is a must. EV has the potential to achieve great results. By all means, to be carbon neutral, switching to electric vehicles is not the only thing that we can do. In fact, the cleanest journey you can take is to walk, probably, or cycle. But EV definitely has the potential to achieve great results. Implementing EV, if you're a building owner or a fleet owner or an end user, is much more than just the chargers. It's the whole ecosystem that needs to work for your needs, and that needs to give you reliable information to operate your chargers in the best way. The time to act is now. And that's it for me today. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Or you're very welcome to contact me. There's my details here if you scan the QR code, and I'm happy to pick up your questions offline as well.
Thank you, Jen.
No, thank you.
There are no questions at the moment in the chat or on Q&A. So please shout if you have anything you'd like to ask. Excuse me. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like there's any questions. So thank you everyone for attending today, and thank you, Jennifer, for presenting. You have the QR code there with her contact details. So quick scan of that and you'd be able to get directly in contact with Jennifer. So thank you very much for coming along to our webinar today. And we will be posting it onto our Power and Grid pages on the website in due course. Hope you all have a great weekend, and we look forward to welcoming you again at some point in the future.
Thank you, everybody.